Is about extrasensory perceptions. Something that we discussed long time back. I took this session earlier, but of course, today it'll be slightly different and few more things to discuss. So, without much ado, let me just come to the point. Generally, we all have five senses, and we are aware of the five senses, and we are also aware that if somebody is not having one of the five senses, like for example, sight or hearing and so on, then a sixth sense also develops within ourselves. Generally, when we talk about the five senses, it is actually energy exchange with the universe in the form of a combination of light waves, sound waves, chemical reactions, and so on. And that creates images in our brain that helps us to feel that yes, I'm seeing something, I'm hearing something, or I'm touching or tasting or smelling something. So these are the things that are very much associated with the three-dimensional world, where you can touch and perceive and feel, and you can believe yourself in the logical world. When we talk about extrasensory perceptions, it is actually beyond the three-dimensional, or sometimes even beyond the fourth dimensional world. It's something that you cannot explain with the five senses that you have. All of us, I think, all of us have gone through to a certain extent, at some point in life, through some of the extrasensory perceptions. That it could be telepathy, it could be clairvoyance, or psychokinesis, or so whatever it could be. Deja vu is something that I think everybody has gone through, feeling that, yeah, I came to this place earlier, seems like very familiar, seems like, you know, the place is very known to me, despite not ever being to that place earlier. So this happens. Or for example, when somebody is not well at home, you get some kind of a restlessness within, that, oh my God, I must call. And then when you call, you find that yes, that person was really not well or something like that. It happens especially with very near and dear ones. Sometimes it even happens that something comes in a dream to you, and you see that sometime later, maybe a year or more, that same thing actually happening. So these are all about our extrasensory perceptions. And in some extent, in some form, all of us, all human beings, have extrasensory perceptions, which we can nurture, which we can, practice. And with practice, it can become more and more perfect. So these are, of course, in us, though they are with us, but they are in a very crude form. So you need to nurture them to make them active. So activation of the extrasensory perception is a process that you can go through, and I'll take you through to the journey to a bit of an extent, so that you can get a touch and feel how it is beyond the five senses. In this context, I need to tell you very clearly that the moment you are talking about the extrasensory perceptions beyond the five senses, it is not limited to the third or the fourth dimension, that is like controlled by our logical mind. So length, breadth, depth, or height, or time are the four dimensions that we have, which helps us to perceive, touch, feel, and understand things that are around us. And we are so used to that the logical mind says that, oh my God, anything that I cannot see or touch does not exist. So, and that is the way we are tuned. Our mind is tuned. But the point is that there are another like eight or 10 more dimensions, could be even more, which are beyond this four-dimensional world or the three-dimensional world, where touch and feel doesn't work, time doesn't work. For example, time doesn't work, and it can coexist in two different places, across two different worlds, two different even universes. And it's like, it could lead to a sense of infinity at times also, where it is boundaryless and we can't have any access to what it actually means. Though it may sound very weird and fictitious also, each one of us every day get some extent of sense of this in our sleep mode, especially when you're in a deep sleep mode, we called REM level, a random eye movement. A very short time you go through that phase in your dream, in your sleep. At that phase, you are exposed to your higher dimensions. And that is actually what dreams are all about. Dreams are not real. You can't see and perceive what happens in a dream. But then within a dream, you can go from one place to another within a fraction of a second. You can see things, you can be there, and so on. But then dreams are totally based on imagination. Similarly, all extrasensory perceptions are also based on imagination. Okay. So if you can actually activate your power of visualization, power of imagination, then accessing the higher dimensions becomes easier. And if you're able to access the higher dimensions, then of course, your connection with your extrasensory perceptions also gets heightened. So many of us, maybe you are not so used to imagination or visualization. A very simple practice is there which can help you to raise your visualization powers. Just lit a candle, sit in front of the candle with a 5 feet of distance. Keep your eye level at the level of the candle to whatever extent possible, and keep staring on the candle at the flame of the candle for maybe 1 minute or two maximum, maybe 3 minutes. And then just close your eyes and see the candle through your inner eyes, how it is glowing. See the flame moving from left to right and then again coming front. Sometimes the flame is increasing, sometimes it is reducing. Try to see the deep inside of the flame, like you see here in this flame. There's a blue element of the flame, there's a golden element, that is also this redness somewhere there in the flame. So all the colors of the flame together make it. So try to feel that, and gradually when you practice, gradually you will also find that there's a fragrance as the wax melts. So if you close your eyes, through your inner eyes, if you can see for 2 to 3 minutes, again open your eyes and observe the flame glowing and the eyes melting. Again, close your eyes and then see it through your inner eyes. This is a very normal practice to improve visualization. And we often recommend people to go through this kind of a practice to improve your visualization and imagination, because without having your imagination, without having your visualization in place, it is difficult to activate your higher senses, higher dimensions, and connect to them. Well, we're talking about four different psychic perception areas. I'll discuss each one of them one by one. So basically, they are like psychic feeling, psychic vision, psychic hearing, and psychic intuition. I'll discuss one by one each one of them. So I'll skip this slide. It's actually saying the same thing. So this is psychic reception area, psychic feeling, which we also call gut feeling. You must have, so many times you must have used this word. My gut feeling is that I will not be able to reach on time. Something negative, or that could be something positive. My gut feeling is I will be able to achieve this target. So that is something that you feel inside. The gut feeling is associated with your solar plexus. The solar plexus chakra is just below your rib cage at your diaphragm area. So, if you look at the functioning of the solar plexus, it's actually like a large master antenna. It's like a vortex that opens up, that you have to visualize when you are trying to activate your psychic feeling. There's also a reason why we focus on the solar plexus for psychic feeling. There are numerous nerve networks that are associated with the involuntary nervous system that is located over there. Okay, it spreads all over the abdomen, like a network of wires. And that is how this involuntary nervous system works. It provides direct access to psychic impressions to the subconscious mind. So, this is the science behind why we are talking about the solar plexus, through which we can actually experience, actually feel something that may be happening at a later point in time, or creating some impressions. The mantra for all of these is that don't try, don't force, don't push. The moment you can visualize this tunnel, this kind of a funnel opening from your solar plexus, connecting to the universal energy system, you will be able to, your antennas will be open, your psychic feeling antennas will be open, and it will connect to the universal knowledge, universal wisdom, universal energy fields, and you will be able to grasp and attract information. Most of it is positive information. So what I'll do now is I'll do a quick 3 minutes exercise for each of these psychic senses to give you a feel of how it is. So for that, I'll pray the mantra that is associated with solar plexus chanting. It's called Ram. Okay. So I'll play it, and through that, you will be able to feel it also. As you close your eyes, focus on your breath. Bring your awareness to your solar plexus. Try to visualize the numerous nerve networks that are located over there. This is the master antenna of your psychic feeling. Try to visualize the funnel emanating from your solar plexus connecting to the universal energy field. Don't try, don't push yourself. Enjoy the experience. Now we will gradually move to the next psychic area, vision. We have all heard about third eye. We have all heard about the pineal gland, from where the power of the third eye emanates. It's a world of clairvoyance, as you all know. If you look at the science of it, of the third eye, your all your visual interpretation that happens in the brain takes place at the frontal lobes or the cortex, where your pineal gland is located. This is the region of highest activity, especially when you're dreaming or when your eyes are not open through your inner eyes. That is where the activity happens at your pineal gland. It's also the place of the frontal lobes, as I said. It is also called the cortex. That is why when you're required to open up your third eye, the practice starts from the location in between your eyebrows, because through your eyebrows, deep inside in the middle of the head, is where your pineal gland is located. Okay, so we will have this practice now. I will play the music. The music for this is Om Mani Padme Hum. So you have to visualize, close your eyes, try to connect with your pineal gland right inside your head, perpendicular to your the middle portion of your eyebrows. The prayer here is Om Mani Padme Hum. Try to visualize the funnel. Visualize the funnel from the third eye location connecting to the universal energy field. Take normal breath and focus on the funnel over there. Try to see through your mind's eye as you close your eyes, as you focus on the vortex, the funnel that connects to the universal energy chakra. Try to visualize the funnel rotating in clockwise direction. with your eyes closed and windows of your physical vision covered, you are only left with your psychic vision. Take your time to sense fully the center of your vision field, the awareness therein. Try to raise your vision 30 degrees above your eye level. Thank you. This is a practice. As you practice more and more, your psychic vision will open up to the external world, the world of higher dimensions, the universe of higher dimensions. We will now gradually move to the next psychic reception area. It's called intuition. And there is no person in this world who never had an intuition. It is so common. We all experience it. We all feel it. The only question is how we can improve it. How can we make it better and better, better and better? In this exercise, what you need to do is to bring your focus at the top of your head. As you bring your focus on the top of your head, you have to visualize the presence of your crown chakra, the violet ball that is at the top of your head. From the crown chakra, try to visualize a funnel protruding outward to the heavens, to higher dimensions, the way you see it here in the picture. Visualize this funnel moving up higher and higher, higher and higher as you feel and hear the music, the mantra, Om, to activate your crown chakra, to activate the vortex connected to your psychic reception area, intuition. Feel the music, hear the music, and try to connect to your deeper intuitions. Feel the presence of your crown chakra. Feel the vortex. Feel the funnel that connects your crown chakra to higher dimensions. As I said, it is practice and practice and practice. Even your visualization of the funnel, of the vortex of your crown chakra will improve and take shapes which are not the same as today. Now we go to the last psychic reception area, which is associated with hearing. We also call it clairaudience. So, the place where you have to focus for psychic hearing is just above your ears, maybe an inch above your ears. Is there any science behind it? Yes, there is. If you can bring your awareness to this psychic reception area just an inch above your ears, this is exactly where inside your head lies your brain's temporal lobes. These temporal lobes actually process your auditory information. So, if you are able to bring your focus to this temporal lobe area, you are able to activate all the sound, all the noises, all the information that is beyond the three-dimensional world through the vortices that you see there that connects to the universal energy vibrations. So you have to visualize these two funnels as you see there in the picture. You have to visualize these two funnels as you close your eyes and connect the vortices, connect the funnels to the universal sound energy. It may not be the sound as we hear in the three-dimensional world, but it will still be able to pass on information to you which you are not aware of. Again, the basic mantra is don't try, don't force. It is gradual. Try to observe carefully your thoughts, the words and the phrases that comes to your mind. Don't question, don't use logic over here. Just be receptive about anything that comes on the way. The mantra for this to activate your clairaudience is Ah Shasha Mama, Ah Shasha Maha. So you just hear the mantra carefully. It's an extremely powerful mantra that can activate your clairaudience within a fraction of a minute. So be with me, be with the mantra, and try to bring your focus to the vortices of your psychic hearing and experience the magic. I'm sure you could feel the depth of the vibration. This mantra is so powerful that even if people who are having hearing problems, who are not accustomed to high vibration sounds, syllables, people who are having tinnitus, having weird sounds in their ears, can heal themselves through this mantra. So, these were the four psychic senses, and with practice, you can actually go deeper and deeper. But there is an underlying concept, underlying message that connects all the psychic senses, and that is happiness. So before you start these mantras or before you start opening up your psychic senses, it is very important to purify your heart, to open the doors of your heart and embrace happiness. Try to provide unconditional love to yourself, to your dear ones, to all those who know you, all those you have been knowing for years and years together. Try to spread love, try to spread forgiveness, gratitude, and kindness to the world. Once that is possible, your heart opens up. And once your heart opens up, it will be very easy for you to connect to your four psychic areas. That's all that I had to share for today. I am open for questions. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Devashish sir,
Yes.
some people may not have heard about these mantras, sacred mantras. Still, they are able to have psychic capabilities. What could be the reason? We knew about it, and you shared with us, and we are honored. But some people don't
You
know.
know,
Still,
your voice was cracking a bit and it was becoming a bit kind of a metallic voice at times. So if you can repeat your question.
Yes, Devashi sir. First of all, thank you so much for sharing such sacred secrets with us, and happily and innocently you are sharing. Very grateful for that. And my
Thank
question was like some people do not know these mantras, still they are clairvoyance and clairaudience.
Yes,
So
yes.
what could be the reason?
Yes, yes. Yeah, mantras, if you go deep into mantras, you will be able to appreciate the fact that each mantra carries certain vibrations. Like even the mantra Om carries certain vibrations. So it is the vibrations that create some kind of a environment all around you to activate certain abilities which can offer healing, which can offer opening up of your chakras, opening up of your psychic senses, and so on. So it is not about whether you have known the mantra or not. You can just try it out. And more importantly, it's not like either this way or nothing. There could be so many different other mantras also which are equally powerful. So I have just picked up one of them for each of these. So it is not that you have to practice just this mantra. There are other mantras also which could be there and may not be to our knowledge. So even if you have not known these mantras, you can try these mantras and you will be able to understand the difference. Just a practice of 10 days will help you understand the difference.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Devashiji. It was such a wonderful experience. Even the meditation, we almost at times were going into the very meditative state, and that was very powerful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. In fact, I did not intend to take you through any meditation. It was just to give you a taste of it. That's all.
So, would you like to share your experience about, extra sensory perceptions?
Yeah, it is. For me, it started from my childhood. The first time when it happened, I was sharing in another platform that my very beloved aunt, she passed away. And I was not aware. I was outside. I was a child. I was maybe 12 or 14 years old, and I was outside. And that day was Ratha Yatra. And in our place, native place, there used to be a huge mela fair during Ratha Yatra. So I was with my friends. I was enjoying with my friends, and suddenly a sensation came in my mind, and I left everything and I just started running back home. And when I came very close to my home, I was supposed to take a left turn to come to my, there's a lane that takes me to my home. And at that T crossing, I could see my father taking the other turn and rushing. And I did not even have to ask him because I just knew that he's going to the doctor because our doctor stayed very close by, our house physician. So, and then when I reached home, I could see that my aunt is no more. And I just knew that it happened. much before it actually happened. And this was just perhaps the beginning, but after that, so many such instances were there. And it is all about how deeply you can open up your psychic senses. The more you open, the more they will interact with you. So it is like making a friend. The more you expose yourself, you remove the guards to a friend, the more intimacy will be there with your friend. So I'm talking about the positive side of it only. So the same is with this also. The the beauty of psychic senses is practice. The more you practice, the more you will be able to feel, and the deeper you will be able to go. For example, if you're talking about third eye, the moment you close your eyes and you start seeing through your inner eyes, whatever it could be, it is about your third eye, because your physical eyes are closed. Okay. But then what you see when you close your eyes can be at different levels for different people. Some people can close their eyes and connect to the higher dimensions, to the spirit world, and so on. Some people who close their eyes and try to see, they can see their office. So it depends from person to person, but more importantly, it depends on practice. Thank you.
And you mentioned that you are only looking into the positive side. So what could be the, the negative side of it?
So negative side is, I was talking about exposing yourself. So when you expose yourself, you also, sometimes there could be vulnerability, because when you expose yourself to somebody, if you are not exposing yourself to the right person, then there could be a risk of, you being exploited for being open. So when you expose yourself, you have to make sure that you're opening up, you're exposing yourself to the right person. So these are the situations where intuition comes to place. So before you even a meeting, even before you select your friends, you decide on what to do and what not to do. You can just close your eyes and play the mantra of your psychic ability, of your crown chakra, and you can just ask the heavens, am I doing the right thing? And gradually, initially maybe you will not be able to hear the responses, but gradually a time will come when you will start getting responses, yes, you are doing the right thing, or no, you are not doing the right thing.
Awesome. So yeah, and yeah, so sometimes you get the intuition, and if you don't get the intuition, we should practice this.
No, you will definitely get the intuition through practice. So you may not get the answers right away on the first day itself, but with practice, it will never fail you. It will always give you the right answer. But then the rightness of the answer also, initially it will be maybe 40%, then 50%. Gradually, it will move to 80% correct answers. Then once you practice deeper and deeper, you can even reach a level of 100% correct answers all the time.
Awesome.
One last question, Mr. Devashish. I would, I, I actually, suffer. As you know, I suffer from neurological condition. I'm doing very, very well. I recently I have sensory issues. Any negative comment I cannot take. Even and I see a dark person, I cannot accept that. So it's like, if it's not so dark, it's okay. But uh, but how do I overcome sensory issues? I've been going. Last week was my first session of hypnotherapy. I'm responding it to very well. I am doing whatever my friend has told me, the hypnotherapist, and I'm still still getting it. I think one session is not enough, right? You need it's an ongoing process. That's why. And more so, I experienced it today because my 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 parents are not around, and more so I've been experiencing it with my caregiver's niece, and sometimes it's not it is healing, but it's not 100%. Like,
Yes, I completely understand what you're saying. Um, it is difficult. It is not easy, especially when you are going through such neurological issues. Um, a long time back, I took a session on how you can, heal yourself through DNA activation. Maybe you can go back and you can check that video on Mavin. That will perhaps help you. But again, uh, the core of the entire understanding is how do you visualize your healing happening through meditation?
see,
Okay.
I will follow the light meditation as my hypnotherapist guided me, and I'll follow yours meditation. Om Mani Padme Hum. A lot of people have um, recommended me to do that, and of course, I'm doing my Sikh prayers as well. So I think that really helps. As for the sensory issues, I am smelling lavender candles every day. What do you think of that?
Yeah. So as I was saying, there's no right way or wrong way. These are all multiple ways of healing ourselves. And if you are following a particular discipline, a particular method, that's good enough. Um, and I'm sure over a period of time, you will start feeling the difference also. Um, and try to connect yourself to a specific mantra,
Yeah.
which will help you and to which you connect better. So that should be
Yeah, that should be the way lah. Yeah.
so there is also something called the medicine Buddha mantra, which is very, very powerful. If you have 1 second, I can just show you this mantra. Um This is called the Teata Om Beganze Beganze Maha Beganze Samak Gate Soha.
Yeah.
So it's all about what you connect. So whatever you connect well will be able to heal you better. I think we have to stop now because time is also up.
Okay,
And
thank
we
you.
all
Thank you
thank you
very
very
much.
much. Thank you all.
Till I see you the next session.